Welcome back to the channel, folks. I'm Power Sports Steve. Today, again, we are at Extreme Power Sports in Opelika, Alabama. Today, we are looking at the new 2024 Cfmoto Zforce 950 Sport 4-seater. That's right. We now have 4 seats in their Sport side-by-side. That's pretty exciting. Unless you've been living under a rock for the last couple of years and have missed it, Cfmoto has been making massive gains in the industry, and the Cfmoto sales are literally through the roof. If you don't know Cfmoto, just to give you a little bit of background, they've been doing this for over 30 years, and it started off overseas, of course. #1 ATV brand, I am told, in Europe, to give you an idea of their popularity and what they're doing. They have a lot of killer machines, especially for the money and the price point that they are at. You really need to check them out. I mean, they've got ATVs all the way down to the kids stuff, even an electric kids model. So if you live in a subdivision or somewhere where you need something quiet, check that out. And then they've got all the ATVs up to the 1000 cc. They've got the utility Zforce models and the side-by-sides, and they have the Zforce Sport machines, which is what we're going to look at today. So check out their lineup at Cfmoto online, and we're going to look at this guy and kind of give you a little bit of a rundown on it, what we like and all that kind of fun stuff, and go from there. So the 950 Sport has been out for a little while. Of course, they've had the 800s, and they had the, I think, a little 500 for a little while. They don't make the 500 anymore unless that has changed. That is off the market. So the 950 is available in multiple models, but the 4-seater is only available in this Sport machine, okay? Sport means, essentially, this is a 60-inch wide machine. It's got the doors on it. It's got the little trunk on it we're going to look at here in just a moment. It's got a top already on it. It's got the beadlock look-alike wheels. They're not true beadlocks, but it kind of looks cool. It's already got the winch on it, all right? Synthetic rope winch, which is awesome. Got a controller inside. We're going to show you that. LED lighting, of course. I mean, all the new stuff like this. Mud flaps, so that's cool. So a lot of machines, you know, especially on your more budget-friendly machines, are not going to have these mud flaps to keep all the crap, mud and water and everything from being thrown on you. So it's nice that that's added, so you're rolling down the trail, you don't get all the stuff thrown on you, okay? Let's see, tires, got 27-inch tall tires. I didn't mention that, but 27-inch tall tires. Comes with power steering, of course, so you don't have to worry about that. It's got piggyback shocks. It's Cfmoto's own shock. It's not a Fox or Walker Evans, which I wish, you know, they did. But again, we're talking price point here, folks. So to give you an idea, this thing is a little over 18,000 bucks. So in a 4-seat 950cc Sport side-by-side, it's kind of all by its lonesome for the most part in that category. Some other models that are similar, but not quite a true 4-seat side-by-side, in my opinion. You know, and if you look at a Razor, to give you an idea, you know, the Razor XP4 Sport is, you know, a little more power, of course, too. This is only 85 horsepower. The XP4 is going to, you know, way up over, not way up, but a little over 100, and a little bit different machine, wider. Actually, no, I guess it's a touch wider. It's a little bigger machine, more power. So I mean, but again, more money. So if you're looking, again, budget-friendly machine, you need to check this out. It does have the hitch on it, so 2-inch hitch on the back. Rated at, let's see, if I recall, 1,500 pounds. Yep, there we go, 1,500 pounds and 150 pounds on the tongue weight. Let's look at this trunk real quick. Pretty cool. There we go. Open it up. You could put, you know, shoot, toe straps, all kind of tools if you wanted to. Lunch, you know, hide your dog. Nah, I don't know. Something like that, maybe. You could also, I'm sure, take this all off if you wanted to unbolt this whole entire thing and have the bed. You could do so. So that'd be an option for you. I did open up the back and I did crawl inside. And I know I've talked about I'm 6'3", about 230 pounds roughly. I did sit in the back, close the door, and I can fit back there. Is it something I'd want to do all day long on a trail ride? Yeah, no, probably not, because I cannot move my legs, but I can fit without rubbing any of the bars on here, or the cage. So that's kind of nice. You do have 2 cup holders in the back. Of course, you got to have a place to put your cold beverage of your choice, of course. So that's nice. And look at the door handles. I mean, just kind of easy peasy. I like that you don't have to reach on the inside. A lot of the machines, you have to reach on the inside. I don't know why. I mean, I guess it's trail safety, maybe. I don't know. But I like the door handles on the outside. That's just me. Okay. Doors open up nice and big, so all you big fellas can get in here, of course. No problems there whatsoever. Nice seats. I like the stitching on the seats. Of course, set up for harnesses. If you want to go down that road, you can do so. This just comes with a 3-point belt, so no harnesses from the factory. Let's go ahead and take a seat. All right, so real quick, we got the old e-brake on here, standard transmission, you know, as far as what you're going to get: park, reverse, neutral, high range, low range, and all that kind of stuff. Let's see, you got your 12-volt outlet right here. We've got your four-wheel drive indicators, and then your sport and normal modes, okay? So, a lot of debate online about all this, and it drives me crazy, especially in the Zforce. But we're going to talk about this real quick. So, normal. In the sport means you want to go faster. Sport's going to give you more power, more pep, okay? I know, just to rehash again, because it drives me crazy. Every video people comment on the Zforce, you've got standard and you got work. Standard is the most power. Work mode is detuned. I think in the old ones, it used to be opposite, but I'm telling you, I own one that I have at the house. I've been riding around testing out. Work mode is detuned and normal has the most power. And we proved that the other day in the full-size video, which we have a full-size UTV video. If you want to check that out, you're looking for a full-size utility, we got a really cool video up on that. And then let's talk about the four-wheel drive indicator. Man, they really screwed with us here. So most of the time, this is backwards. And I don't know, maybe that's where some of the switch stuff comes in with Cfmoto being backwards. I don't know. So all the way to the top, you got two-wheel drive, and we just confirmed this on the gauge. So two-wheel drive, four-wheel drive, and then diff lock. Okay? We'll look at the gauge cluster, and we'll take a closer look at that here in just a minute. And if you notice, there's a bunch of blank switches. So for all you guys want to maybe add a switch for the winch instead of using the remote, you could do that. And you want to run a light bar, all that kind of fun stuff, you can do so. Looking over the side, you do have an adjustment for the grab handle. So if you want to pull this out, you can do so. Lock it back down so we don't lose it or mess with anybody. Just to give somebody a little more room on the passenger side, which is cool. You do have the old glove box up in here. Of course, we got some tool stuff in here, manual and all that. And then you got a hidden one, which if you set this vehicle not really paying attention from the side especially, you wouldn't notice that this right here is a little trunk space, or glove box, I guess I'll call it. But you can pick up on this, and you can see inside here we have the winch controller. It's already plugged in right there. Then you have, a little bit more room in here as well, so no big deal. You got your USB outlet on here as well. If you wanted to hook up with something, charge your phone, they put it up in there so you keep your phone out of the muck. Let's see, this side you got your light switch on here, basically on and off in a nutshell. No big deal. More available switches right here. Steering wheel does have the tilt on it as well, so you can tilt the wheel. And let's hit the power button. Nice LED display. Kind of the same display as the others, full drive indicator. Let's see, so we're all the way up. Now let's go to the middle. Boom, 4 tires shaded in. Now let's hit the diff lock at the bottom. And you can hear it, boom, look at that. Go back to the middle, unlock, the back. You see there's only 2 tires shaded in, 2 unshaded, so 2 down. All right, we've got coolant temperature, gear indicator, mode that we're in, odometer, of course, tachometer, speedometer, clock, fuel gauge. That's pretty much about it. Indicators on the bottom, and see if we can toggle anything here. Oh, no, sorry, wrong button. Change to your trip meter, hour meter, how bright your display is. You can change the brightness on that. Service indicator, LED 1, fuel 3, bars, etc. All right, that's pretty much it, folks, in a nutshell. We'll start it up for you. It's got a pretty good sound, pretty smooth, and we can drive around the lot here. I'm not prepared to do anything crazy today, so we'll kind of tool around here. Put it in high range, and already I was not prepared to go anywhere, so I didn't have it sitting in the right place. So we'll drive it around the lot a little. Power steering is nice. I mentioned it has power steering, but what I did not mention is that depending upon the mode that you're in, whether you're in sport mode or work mode, your power steering actually adjusts. So in a nutshell, a lot of vehicles have this. So at slower speeds, your power steering works a little harder for you, makes it easier to turn. And then as you go faster, your power steering tightens up. So the idea behind that is that you don't want your machine to be kind of easy to turn and be a little more uncontrollable. I know that sounds silly, but you don't want to get loose with it, if that makes sense, the faster you go, right? So even though we have 85 horsepower, it's got some good prep. It's got some good pep in it. I mean, no doubt about it. So let's show you kind of, I don't know if you can hear it in the video, probably not, it's probably too much wind noise, but I want to show you something. So we're just going to drive just a little bit, and we're going to change the mode from normal to work and see if you can kind of hear it. I know you can't feel it, but I can feel it. So let's go. Did you hear that? I don't know if you can hear that in the video, but you can literally feel it instantaneously when you change the map on this vehicle. I mean, it makes a killer difference. This thing's got some pep. I mean, for 85 horsepower, I know I keep saying that, I just said it, but it's pretty impressive. If you will watch the old school shootout video we did of the full-size side-by-sides, you will be highly surprised when we break out the Zforce 1000 and do a little bit of a acceleration run with the Can-Am Defender HD10 and the Polaris Ranger XP 1000, and you will see that the Zforce actually has got a slight leg up on both of them. I'm baffled that I'm even saying that, but that is the honest truth. So folks, if you love the video, I'd really appreciate it if you give me a like. I really appreciate it if you subscribe. We've got all kind of videos we plan to make. I've been saying we're going to do some racing this over the last few months, and every time I do a video it sucks. We're going to do some hair scramble racing this weekend. Hopefully we got a new camera, and we're going to do some cool stuff as soon as I get some editing software too. So if you would follow along, appreciate you watching, and tell us what you like, don't like, all that fun stuff. Take care. See you next time.